Today we need to get into JHope dropping a very emotional message and what that was about. We also have JHope releasing his mixtape or album called Hope on the Street, and why people are believing that this might be against military protocol. And then we have the members of BTS protesting and what that is about. So hey Dumplings, it's Dave. Decide hate it or not, make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell on. Grab your dumplings, hey Spilling Mug merch, and let's go. This is very interesting because every time an artist comes out with music or does something, I think people get very angry. They're either angry that their favorite celebrity or member isn't dropping stuff, and then they're angry that other people, or they're just angry at the fact that another member of BTS is getting support and not their favorite member. It's very strange because a lot of people were angry at how the fandom was treating JHope's new album release compared to how the fandom was allegedly treating the other members' releases. Specifically, people were mentioning Jungkook and his album release. Many Jungkook fans were very upset that when it came to Jungkook, a large part of the fandom was screaming accusations of payola, Zionism, and all these terrible things, but now people are happily showing support to Jungkook, which others claim is not innocent from the Zionism claims either. So what are these claims that people are saying, and why are people accusing JHope of Zionism? Well, apparently people were saying that since JHope had gotten into Lollapalooza, that this was because of help from Scooter Braun. Now, that is a claim that is definitely not so outrageous. Now, of course, we have no idea how he actually secured a spot in the concert. Like, it could have been through many different things. A lot of people, of course, naturally are going to assume that when the label decided to merge with an American CEO or an American company, that obviously they were going to get exposed to a lot more American opportunities, such as festivals like that. So people were saying that JHope is not someone who hasn't received help from a Zionist. And many people claim that JHope is not any different from Jungkook. However, it apparently seems that no one is protesting JHope. First off, in my opinion, no one should have been protesting Jungkook to begin with, because accusations of Zionism when it comes to music and business is so odd to me, because when people are doing business, politics is usually something that gets in the way as opposed to something that they're actively trying to seek out. You don't typically go into business to kind of have a political message. You go into business to try to serve a community and make money. Smart business isn't going to want to reject any specific person or exclude any specific person. They're going to want to take on all customers they can so they can make as much money as they possibly can. So to say that Jungkook partnered up with Scooter Braun or the label partnered up with Scooter just because they have Zionist beliefs is wild to me, because the latter could just be because they just want to make money and they wanted their music to be wildly successful, which is probably what they wanted. It was very odd to me that this protest was going on for so long with Jungkook that apparently some people were saying that they just stopped streaming his music altogether, alongside urging people to stop ordering JHope's album, as well as stop pre-ordering any album from HYBE altogether. This is interesting because a lot of K-pop fans like to hide behind activism when the truth of the matter is that they just don't want to support a specific member. So they'll make it seem like they're doing a good thing by not supporting a member's album because they have a belief that the fan doesn't believe in, but in reality it's them looking for a reason not to support the artist because they want that artist to fail, rather than it is that they hate the artist's political beliefs. Because in this case, Jungkook has never come out and said he had any specific political beliefs, nor has he come out to say that he sides with any specific religion, nor has he made any comments about the war in general. So honestly, I would take these two people who are doing this and spreading this type of hate to say that they're actually causing the company to lose money, which is very bad. Those who care, and those who are good and great supporters, they're going to remain good and great supporters for their whole life. And these are the type of supporters that the members of BTS love and support back, and they're the ones that the members leave nice messages for. JHope recently left an amazing nice message for everybody. If you are unaware, today is his birthday, and of course he decided to hop on social media and drop a thank you message or just a nice grateful message for everyone to see. People online were freaking out as we obviously haven't heard from him in such a long time, so to hear his message today and what he has to say, and obviously how well he is doing, means a lot to us. People say that there is no doubt that JHope was probably in tears or getting very emotional after leaving this message. So what did he say, and what is this message about? Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. I'll pop it up on screen, but I won't read the whole thing. Basically, he's just saying hi, as obviously it's been a long time. His message continues to be that he misses everyone, and of course that he's thinking of everyone, and of course he wants everyone to know that he is grateful for all of ARMY. He continues to say that his birthday has become memorable because of the fandom, and that is absolutely beautiful. I think this message hits everyone in the fandom very deeply, and people were more than happy and emotional over this. We tend to think that when we don't see people around or we're not interacting with them, that they're not thinking of us. And this is kind of reassurance for those people who feel that way. The members are still thinking of us. They're listening. They can't wait to be back and share more art and meaningful things with all of us, which of course, all of those things that we want. Now, I kind of grazed over his album release and what that was about and kind of what this message was about. So this message obviously isn't just about his birthday. I think it's also because the birthday was a release date for his little mixtape or album. So something is about to come out. With 6 songs on it, it's currently available for pre-order. And then alongside that mixtape or album, he's going to have the Hope on the Street documentary come out. And that is of course very meaningful because I think we knew of this documentary coming out, but we just didn't know when. And then it's also very exciting, obviously, that the members are enlisted, but they're still releasing music. The reason why I call it like a mixtape slash album is because it's only 6 songs, and so obviously we don't know whether or not this can be considered an album. From what I'm seeing online and from what the official statements are saying is that it's an album, so that's very cool. Of course, it wouldn't be any album or mixtape release without a little bit of controversy and people coming up with reasons to be upset. Now, there's no controversy about any of these specific songs, as they're obviously not out, so we don't know what they sound like. We don't know what the lyrics are, so people can't really pick apart anything here. However, there are controversies with when he has chosen to release the album or when the label has chosen to release this album. We obviously know that JHope is in the military right now, and there's a bit of controversy as to whether or not an artist can release or work during military enlistment. Overall, the answer is no. However, it's not unheard of for an artist to work during their military enlistment. Now, I can never find it, but I could have sworn I read an article where the Korean government had mentioned that they were looking into the idea of BTS members still being able to perform while they're enlisted. However, there has been many occasions in which an artist has decided to release a documentary or something to the fans as they enlist, and it gets shut down because the government is like, you can't release anything because you're enlisting. It's not even so much that they can't release anything, but more so that they can't make money. And so obviously releasing an album or releasing a documentary, that's all going to be stuff that people are going to buy. So it's going to make the label and the artist money. However, there are ways around this restriction. Now, keep in mind, this is a theory and this is alleged. This is a conspiracy. It's not proven and it's not 100%. But it's believed that the way to get around still being able to perform and kind of work or in a music way is if they join the Korean military band, because this would then force the artist to still be allowed to do music because they're in the military band. And of course, they're also performing while enlisting. And then on top of that, I believe they're still making money from being in the band. We've seen it, brand new photos that have come out where we can see RM in a marching band. And this can prove that the members have been a part of such situations, which would likely and could likely mean that because of this, they're been allowed to release music or post things and do all of the things that they have done. Again, this is just an alleged theory. I have no idea what exemptions they have, what exemptions specific artists have, and it's usually done on a case-by-case basis rather than a blanket rule as to who can do what and who cannot. So I don't think that JHope's album is going to be blocked. I think it's going to be fine, and people shouldn't be upset that he is releasing something while he is enlisting. I think it's actually great, and I think people who could be upset over something like this aren't able to see sort of the bigger picture, because him releasing an album while he is enlisted and away is actually very inspiring to other artists to look at and say, while I enlist, maybe I can release something, or just because I serve my country and do the things that I'm obligated to do doesn't mean that I can't still do my own thing and pursue my own career. I think that we can kind of even think about that in a normal way, where we and our family or friends, we tend to think about career first and then everything else after. While we can very much see that there are people that are able to manage careers, families, and friends, if they can do it, why can't we do it too? Let me know what you think. Make sure you check out Patreon for more videos, link down below. Thanks for this lovely comment right here. Love you, bye.